Number 6. This was a big one that we kind of struggled with. This is in your notes, so make sure you're using your notes and looking through. Okay? It tells you exactly how to do something just like this. So, write an equation for the line. So to do that, you need to make a slope triangle. Remember, we talked about if it's an equation, there has to be variables. So some of you did a really great job finding the slope, but then you didn't know what to do after that. You didn't have any variables to make it an equation. So I need to have a fraction as equal to the slope. Okay? So to do that, I need to make a slope triangle, which we have done. So I'm going to make it with the x and y variable and the 2, 2. You also could have done it with 6, 10, and x and y, but I'm just going to choose to do these ones. Okay? So I need to then find what is the rule. How do I go from this point to this point? Well, for my vertical distance, my height right now is y. I don't know what that number is. Some of you want to be like 5.5 or 7.5. You can't guess. We don't actually know, so we have to just use the variable. So whatever that number is, I need to take away the other y value. I know that this point is too high. So to find the difference, I take the unknown and take away what I do know, y minus 2. Same for the x. I know it goes this distance across, x, whatever that value is, but I don't know what that is exactly, so I have to use the variable. So x, take away, this point says x is for sure 2. So I need to take away 2 from that total. So now I have my vertical distance and I have my horizontal distance. This is what you use now to create your slope, because change in y goes over change in x. So all I need to put is y minus 2 over x minus 2. Now you can use your 2 points you know that are on the line to find your slope. So I think, all right, change in y over change in x. Some of you also use the other formula that we talked about last week, which was y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But you also thought that that meant you were done. You're not done. You still need to use this equation, this variable, okay? So, regardless of which one you pick, if I'm jumping from 10 to 2, what's the difference from 10 to 2? I changed by 8. Over, so that's my height, and you could also have made another triangle. My height was 8. What's my change here when I get from 2 to 6? That's 4. So then my distance across is 4. Remember, rise over run. Change in y over x. Some of you put 4 over 8. You just had them flip backwards. But that's not going to work. It has to be 8 over 4, which is the same as 2. So I took this as correct, or if you set this equal to 2, I took that as correct. Okay? So now this is the equation you're going to use to check this point right here. So if I plug it in, okay, well the y value is 74. So 74 minus 2 over, my x value is 40. 40 minus 2 equals 74, take away 2 is 72. 40 minus 2 is 38. Well, if I do that in my calculator, or even if I think, well, what's 38 times 2? 38 times 2 is 76. This would have to be 76 for it to be 2. Again, you can check it in your calculator and divide and realize it's not 2. So because this and this is not equal, your answer is no. It is not on that line. It does not have the same slope. Let me know if you have any questions.